Vlahovic, and Elliot Anderson has been linked to Manchester United. But not only that, even Marc Guehi has been linked, although he's been linked to Real Madrid and that of Liverpool, but is heavily linked to Manchester United. I don't know how you guys are feeling about these deals. You guys are lagging behind the midfield and also the defense a little bit. How do you feel about these links? Considering the fact that you just signed Sesko this summer and now again Vlahovic. What do you make of it?
Well, I think if not for, recent Manchester United, we normally don't have one striker. You understand?
But you have Ziggy.
No, what I'm saying, Ziggy is not an out-and-out number 9. You understand? He prefers to play behind the number 9. So that is why you can see, even these days, to sub Ziggy for Sesko, sub Sesko for Ziggy is difficult because they don't play the same role. The only person you can talk about Ziggy and say, okay, maybe they can play similar position is Koha. And Koha right now seems to be somebody Amorim want to integrate into the team to be a permanent member of the starting 11. This is why Ziggy is finding it difficult to come on. But talking about the transfer window, I want to say that I'm really happy that we are like close to 50-55 days before the transfer window officially opens, and yet we already have actual targets that we are pursuing. United fans, I believe that we are just 3-4 signing away from being a top challenging team. You get it? I look at this team and I feel like if United can go for a perfect left wing back, because I think the right wing back is sorted, given that even Mazrui is not getting enough time, and there's still Arma there, and there's Mazrui and there's Mbomo. You understand? So I believe the right wing is already sorted. The wing back and the inside 10 on the right side is sorted. But where we are lagging behind is the left wing back coupled with the center area of our pitch. See, I'm still standing on the fact that if Bruno moves to the final third, he's going to give us better. Kowa is trying, Mbomo is trying, but Bruno is going to give us better. Do you understand? We are shortchanging ourselves. The trade-off we are doing with Bruno being in the center area, deep line area, and then putting the likes of Mbomo forward is giving us maybe 60-50% of what Bruno can actually do. You get? This is why the signing of Elliot Anderson is crucial. It might not necessarily be Elliot Anderson alone. It depends on who they can go around the market to figure out. But Elliot Anderson, given how United are now moving in the market, I think what they want to do is get Premier League proven players who understand the terrain, who understand the pressure. You understand? And you look at Elliot Anderson, I think if you look back to the club he came from, which is Newcastle, when they were not willing to sell him, just that they needed to balance their accounting books. You get it? Even Eddie Howe came out to say that he regretted Elliot Anderson leaving, but he had Jolinton, he had Gumares, and they needed to make a choice. You understand? This was why Elliot had to go. And don't forget that before the transfer window ended, the summer transfer window, we were this close to signing this guy from Atletico Madrid, this from Gallagher. So that tells you that the club is fully aware that we need somebody in that central zone, so that we can see the big gap between Ugarte and Casemiro. Casemiro plays as though he's 25-26, and Ugarte plays as though he's 35-40. Do you understand? This is why we need to bring somebody to give us another option, and Elliot is that person. We've seen a lot of data. Elliot is topping a lot of charts in terms of what we are looking for. There are a lot of lapses that Elliot is going to come in and shut down for us. Elliot is topping in terms of interceptions. Elliot is topping ground, the amount of distance covered, grounds, work rate and everything. He has good data that suits what we need in the team. So if Elliot comes in now, I believe that it's going to ease the midfield pressure. And honestly, I cannot wait to see Bruno in the final third. Do you understand? Bruno is somebody that he deserves to have a good team around him, and he deserves to play his preferred position in a good team. He has suffered with the team. So if Elliot comes in now, Elliot is going to ease the pressure. And then diving onto Dušan Vlahović. In our last video, yes, a lot of fans said that United fans, including Gary Neville and myself, I won't lie, we ran into what's the name of Sesko. You understand? Because that Nottingham Forest match, Sesko was playing like a toddler. Do you understand? We need somebody to come in. We need somebody to come.
Create competition.
Yes, and you look at what Sesko is doing. I'm not saying to play the number 9 position is easy. Jesse Wickers came out recently, I think this week, to come and back him, saying that he might not be giving enough goals these days, but the goals will come in the future. But currently now, what he sees in Sesko's game is that Sesko's run is opening space for the likes of Koha and Mbomo to operate. Do you understand? Which is factually true. But at the same time, Sesko is only 22. If we can get Vlahovic is a fantastic addition. Don't forget that Vlahovic was, mint for Fiorentina. He was excellent. It was just a transfer to Juventus that has, I don't know, sometimes you move to another club and then you don't get the luck and the charm to propel you to the next level. So you just need to do another transfer. It might be at Manchester United. Don't forget Sabitzer was excellent for us for that few spell and he wasn't doing well for Bayern. Even, what's the name? This guy that plays for, what's the name? Fulham before I went to Bayern Munich. He now plays for Tottenham in that midfield.
Okay,
and
Paulinha.
Not exactly something like that. Not Paulinha, but I've forgotten his name.
Paulinha. It's Paulinha.
It's not Paulinha. Paulinha is that former Brazilian player that played for this team. Paulinha, or something. Yes. So he's the guy I'm talking about. You understand? So if we can get Vlahovic and Vlahovic comes in and gives Sesko not just a competition, but somebody to learn from. Vlahovic is 3-4 years above Sesko. Do you understand? And I think everybody will agree. United number 9 position does not really, it's not core to our attacking actions these days. Yes, you have to be there so that we'll have somebody to play into. But at the same time, our game is centrally around the 210s. They are the ones that are close to the 18, and those are the people that we want to, attack the 18 for us. Then you have the wing backs too, which need to contribute. Don't forget, Dalot is not reliable. If anything, Dalot is a burden. So we need to figure out that area. Vlahovic comes in, gives Sesko not just a competition, but a compliment. You get it? And God's so good, we are hearing that players like Ziggy is not a negative, vibe in the dressing room. We know Kobe Mino is not happy. We know Kobe Mino wants to play more. And I think it's high time that maybe we give him, the loan spell he desires. Manchester United is a big club. I was watching a Roscoe's compilation today where he played against, they are participating in the Under-17 World Cup now. And I can see the similarities between what he's doing and what Kobe is doing. What am I saying in essence? In football, there's talent everywhere. Do you understand? There's talent everywhere. If you lose this player, you get another one, you get better. Real Madrid lost Hakimi. They signed this guy. What's the name of this Liverpool guy? On a free. Trent. So, as you keep going and you keep playing well, players will keep coming. Do you understand me? So, if Kobe wants to go in January, I think to help the health of the dressing room and to help other players, we should allow him. After all, he wants to make it to the World Cup. If Ziggy says he wants to stay, then we can allow him stay. But at the same time, we are too close to being a good team to not make a transfer in January. If we go for Vlahovic, I'm fine. You understand? Striker is scarce in the markets now. Vlahovic is coming for a fair price, 10 million. He's on his last month of his contract. You understand? And he's not willing to sign. Snap him from Juventus. Then go to what's the name of this guy? Guehi. Nottingham Forest. You go and sign Elliot Anderson for 60 million. And for Guehi is just a side option because there's a whole lot of suitors around Guehi. Madrid is coming, Liverpool is coming, then there's Manchester United. I'll be more than happy to have him around. You know why? I believe Luke Shaw is around the last end of his United period. And then
Maguire.
Jesse Wickers said Maguire, they are not discussing with Maguire. Do you understand?
They are not.
Yeah, they are not discussing. He said it. The interview just happened, I think, yesterday. The United is currently not discussing with Maguire. I think 2 of them like that are having their contract expiring. United are saying they are not discussing with them for any new contracts, that they are looking at what is going to happen at the end of the season. And you don't need anybody to tell you. If the club is not talking to you about contracting your last year of your contract, that is sending a message. You are not a pivotal member of the team and they are willing to let you go. So, United fans, what am I saying in essence? If we can get Guehi in replacement of Maguire, fine. But we are too close to being a perfect team. This January is unmissable. People will say you don't get the right players. Sometimes it's difficult to get the right players. we got Bruno in January. Bruno came in January. So if we do our market this thing way, we might just get it right before the season ends. And who knows, a good transfer business in January can make us win the league.
Win the league this season?
Yes.
This season?
Yes. We are just a month to January. January is the second phase where a lot of things will be decided.
Okay.
If we can get the transfer dealings properly, you understand, in January, get Elliot Anderson, get Vlahovic, you understand? Martinez, no, Guehi is for the summer. Then you have the likes of Martinez coming back and all of them like that.
All right, so one more question. Do you think you have a chance for Guehi when Madrid is there and Liverpool is there?
Well, you look at Euro and then you understand the gravity that Manchester United pull in the transfer market. Yes! Manchester United is a gargantuan.
Don't be volume that use cover Euro Perez.
That is what we are doing. That's what we do to Guehi. You table a particular amount to table SS. You understand? Money is meant to be spent.
Okay.
Yeah, so if Guehi is available and United find deeming fit to be in that midfield, and I like Guehi. He's a he's not just calm. He's somebody who is football, football righteous. Doesn't do too much. Goes into the dressing room with his Bible. He's calm, like you said, and it's somebody that Amorim will like. Jesse Wickers was saying that formally United training ground our training starts by 9 a.m. But before Amorim, you have players coming around 9, players coming around past 9. He said now 7:45 players are coming for training by themselves. Before 8 p.m., before 8 a.m. training ground is already full. So the culture has changed. And you need players like Guehi to, continue in that area. Guehi comes. We are too close to being a perfect team to not get our transfer dealings right. My prediction is, if I get my transfer dealings right, I get the right player, I win the league I win the league at the end of the season. The following season, I win the Champions League.
Okay. Yeah. Now I see. I see where you guys are going. But United fans, do you agree with him? Let's know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And don't forget to follow us on all social media handles at Football Analysis 247 and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.